Hi, Ryan James with Philippine VA Pros. This particular video is to talk a little bit about English proficiency. I know there's a lot of questions and concerns around that, and we're going to talk a little bit about that now. So first and foremost, the Philippines literally has hundreds of different languages. And like many other countries in the world, one of the main common languages is English. So it is very common to find folks in the Philippines who speak English. Now, as far as how proficient they are in English, one of the things that we do is we do tests for their written and verbal communication skills. And the proficiency that you desire may vary depending on the position that you have available. For example, if you have a data entry position where the VA isn't going to be really talking to anybody, English may not be as important. Of course, you want to understand them, and that's something that we're going to make sure of. But the fluency may not matter as much. And the benefit of that is that you're going to have a larger pool of candidates rather than if you're really honing down in people who speak very good English. Now, there are people out there who speak very good English. I've come across virtual assistants who even use US slang. You'd never know the difference. There are fewer of them than there are of people that maybe have a different varying degrees of an accent. So, it's really up to you on how important that is for the particular position. If they're answering inbound calls, you may want them to sound more American. And again, English can sound different ways in different countries too. So when I talked about particular VAs who have worked for me, I often talk about how American they sound, not just how well they speak English. I've also had VAs that can type beautifully. And when you speak to them, it's not quite as strong as far as being able to understand them. Conversely, I have worked in a previous career where we had people in my own office who were from other countries, and they were still very hard to understand. And they're right here as U.S. citizens. So it's really up to you as far as how proficient you want them to be. When we recruit for you, that's one of the questions we're going to ask. And I just, reiterate that while there are definitely people out there that are going to sound American as can be, your pool of talent may be shrinking a little bit as that becomes more and more important. So that's my 2 cents on English. Of course, everybody's going to be able to speak English who we recruit for you. It's just a matter of your preference with accents and that type of thing.